And go ahead and disconnect from that lifetime of Sarai. Disconnect from those emotions, the people in that lifetime. And tell me what happens to your spirit. Where did it go?
Oh, right to the white light.
Awesome. And tell me, what do you see when you get there?
Other guides like myself, because I go right into being a guide of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell them about how beautiful it was, how well everything went. And then I go to it's like showing you how to be a guide, giving you like the do's and don'ts, or the rules, if it were, as it were, you know, what you can and can't do and how you can and can't help.
Mm-hmm. And what are some of the ways that guides can help you?
We're allowed to help. We're allowed to give advice. We're allowed, you know, if someone says, you know, should I proceed? And it's not for the greatest and highest good, we can say it's not for your greatest and highest good, but we can't interrupt someone.
Mm-hmm.
If they're proceeding on a path and they haven't asked, you have to allow it.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike angelic beings that on occasion can intercede, even if it's something that could end really badly for the person, we're not allowed to interfere.
Mm-hmm.
But if they have questions along the way, we can answer them. We can give them divine wisdom that is given to us.
Mm-hmm.
For being a guide, like we're translators, if you were, you know, and we can say, oh, well, since you asked, the message we're hearing from source is yada yada yada, and but we can only assist if asked.
Mm-hmm.
No intervention.
And how do you communicate?
It depends on the person. Sometimes they hear us, sometimes they see us, sometimes it's through pictures. I was stronger at speech, so I would help those that got their gifts through their hearing.
Mm-hmm. So you're assigned to people based on what your strength is and what their strengths are?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And what are some of the other ways that you're not allowed to, the rules that you're not allowed to?
We can't make our, we can give them signs to a degree. Like we can draw their attention to something, but we can't make ourselves known. They have to look for us.
Mm-hmm.
So where an angel can get your attention to a certain song, or well, that's a different one, but like the time and the numbers that people see.
Mm-hmm.
Angels can help their soul to see those times, but spirit guides, we can't. But if we have a client that we're trying to work with them, we can, without imposing that your spirit guide is here, we can put information out there, and if they pick up on it as a sign, then that's allowed.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're drawn to read a certain passage in a book or hear a certain music, we can do that, but we can't get in their mind and go, that was from your guide, you know,
Mm-hmm.
Helene, or your guide Randy, or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
It's strictly, you can put the thought out there, but they have to come to you and ask you.
Mm-hmm.
There are those that want to interfere because it's a soul they've worked with before. It's a related soul, and they have to learn that you can't do that.
Mm-hmm. So is there anything that will allow the person to confirm that it was a message from the guide?
Oh yes, they'll get follow-up signs that it was them. Like if they feel, they say, you know, do I have a guide, and is this their name? They will get something that's a confirmation for them.
Mm-hmm.
And they will, you know, depending on how they perceive information, if they wish to see a certain symbol every time they talk to their guide, or
Mm-hmm.
if we are to appear a certain way, they will. or they will hear a certain phrase and they'll know it's their guide, or they'll hear our speech in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.